Hello, everybody. At this time, we are talking about break-even point. A break-even point is when costs and revenue are equal to each other and is also the point at which a business is making as much money as it's spending. Calculating the break-even involves balancing both fixed and variable costs with the selling price of the product or service. This equation specifically addresses how many units a business must sell before generating a profit. And then we move to benefits of a break-even point. The first benefit, price smarter. Finding your break-even point will help you price your products smarter. A lot of psychology goes into pricing, but knowing how it will affect your profitability is just as important, especially when making sure that you can pay all your bills. And then, second, fund your business. The break even analysis is usually a requirement in order to take on investors or debt to fund your business. It proves that your plan is viable, which will also help you feel better about taking on financing. And then third, catch missing expenses. It's easy to overlook expenses when you're thinking tough a new business idea. When you complete the break-even analysis, you have all of your financial commitments secured out, limiting surprises in the future. And then, why is break-even point important? The break-even point is an important data, especially data point that helps inform many business decisions. It also provides a better understanding of the variable and fixed costs involved in the company's operation. For example, once a break-even point has been calculated, the company can more accurately determine how much it needs to produce and sell to break even. A manufacturer would want to make sure it has the production capacity or labor force necessary to scale above the break-even point. For instance, the break-even point is also important because it helps the company assess how much time and capital it might need to cover losses incurred until it can ramp production up to and beyond the break-even point. Additionally, the break-even point helps external stakeholders such as investors and lenders decide whether to engage with a given company based on their desired return on investment or how much credit risk they can tolerate. And then we move to factors that affect break-even point. The first factor, price elasticity. Price elasticity refers to how much changes in price affect the demand for your product or service. If demand remains relatively unchanged with price changes, the company has more flexibility in setting prices to reach BEP. However, if demand is highly responsive to price changes, the company must be more cautious in setting prices to reach BEP without significantly reducing sales volume. And then second, sales volume. Sales volume is also a crucial factor in determining BEP. The higher the sales volume, the faster the company reaches BEP. Therefore, effective marketing and sales strategies are essential in achieving BEP quickly. Understanding the market and customers' needs is key to increasing sales volume. And then third, selling price and fixed costs. The third factor affecting BEP is the selling price and fixed costs. The higher the selling price, the faster the company reaches BEP. Similarly, the lower the fixed costs, the easier it is to reach BEP. It is important to carefully consider the selling price of your product or service to align with the market and cover existing fixed costs. And then how to calculate the break-even point. Step 1. Calculate fixed costs. Refer to your balance sheet and make a note of all your fixed costs. This includes items such as monthly rent and other bills that do not change in cost, or orders that do not change in price. And then second, calculate variable costs. This second set of costs is variable costs or costs whose prices change, like utility bills or extraordinary purchases. Bring these variable costs together and find the sum. And then the third step, determine the selling price. The selling price is the price you're selling your goods or services for per unit. Selling prices are often set, but if you plan to adjust prices or are estimating prices around for this change in price as you include this in the equation. And fourth, solve the equation. Refer to your findings for fixed costs, variable costs, and selling prices. Use the break-even point formula to find the answer. And then how to reduce the break-even point. A company's break-even point must be kept as low as possible to maintain the company's profitability even when sales decline. There are some ways to do so. The first, the company must reduce fixed costs. The average company has several fixed costs, such as rent payments, employee salaries, and production equipment. By lowering these costs, the business needs fewer sales to cover the remaining fixed costs. And then second, reduce variable costs. You can raise the average contribution margin earned on each sale to decrease your BEP. This can be done by reducing variable costs, by rethinking the products, standardizing the product across platforms, and allowing volume purchase discount, or by increasing product quality, thus lessening warranty repairs. And then third, rise product prices. Another way to reduce your company's BEP is to set higher prices. This method only works if buyers are not particularly sensitive to price, like when the business is established as a high quality provider. This approach can be risky as your customers could go elsewhere if this strategy is not correctly implemented. And fourth, go for outsourcing. Profitability may increase when a business chooses to outsource. This can result in lower manufacturing costs as production volume increases. I think it is enough. Thanks for watching.